So I stopped in, I got my nails done, and as I was coming through Horn Lake, Mississippi, which is kind of around the corner, it's about 3 or 4 blocks away, I thought on a whim I would just stop in the Goodwill bookstore. I don't get on this end of town very much. It's no real reason. I just don't make a point of it, but I may after today. They had this many golden books, which I sell a lot of. Usually my average price sold is somewhere between, say, $7.99 and $14.99, depending on if they're a first edition, older, that type of thing. But I come away pretty well on these, from yard sales and things like that. I usually get them for 25 cents, 50 cents. Well, these were $1 a piece, but they were in good shape, and I don't pay more than $1 a piece for them, no matter, what I end up finding or whatever. But what I did was I had these 30 books, and I had these 2 mugs, and these are huge mugs. I mean, they're like as big as my hand kind of mugs. And I've already got somebody, I'm hearing the phone going off. I've got Sorry about the operator error. Let me insert this in here and hopefully it will make a lot of sense before it's over with. It may be a little choppy on the video, but you'll get the idea. Basically, I have signed up for something that I know is in the Memphis area, and I think it's a national thing, unless I'm mistaken. But I live outside the Memphis area, and of course, all of the deals, have to do. It's kind of like Slick Deals, except this one is called SweetDeals.com, and it's ways that different companies and like food places and things like that can give you deals. In the past, I have used Sweet Deals to get Moe's gift certificates or something along those lines. Well, this was the first time that I had been able to get Goodwill coupons, and I did that back in July. This is now October, but I did this back in July, and they offered a deal where you can get a $10 gift certificate like this one. And you'll notice that I covered my information this time. I did remember to do that. You'll get the $10 gift certificate, but you'll only pay 5 for it. So I went in and I ordered $50 worth of the coupons, and of course I only pay, or the gift certificates, and I only paid $25 for them. You have to use up the whole thing. They won't give you any change back on each individual gift certificate, but they do mail those to you. And what I did was I went online to find this deal and everything. I went online and signed up for email alerts, and they'll send those, I don't know, maybe once or twice a week, something like that. Every once in a while, they'll get a whole bunch of them, so they'll do it maybe a third time during the week. And you can just kind of go through that email and see if there's anything that you want to partake of or not. But I saw this come through and I thought, okay, we'll try it the first round. Well, I'll be getting these from now on because although I don't do a whole lot of shopping at the regular Goodwill, in the long run, this ends up being a pretty good thing for me, and especially going to the Goodwill bookstore because I wasn't sure if they would honor it there. I know that they don't at the bin store that I shop at, which is the Bargain Barn or Outlet, depending on what area you're in and what they call it. But essentially, what I did on this deal was I got the 30 books. And let me think this through because this is several days later. I got the 30 books that I bought for 99 cents a piece. I had the 2 mugs that were $1.99 each, and they did honor this. And so it came up to where it was going to be $36.04 with tax. I handed them 3 of the $10 gift certificates, which really essentially cost me $15 rather than the $30. I handed them those and paid the other 604 just on my regular card, my debit card or whatever. Um, all in all, at the end of the deal, I had $21.04 out, as far as cash outlay on any of those. And I got the 30 books and the 2 mugs. And um, I have sold the mugs, and I'll try and remember to insert, a sold price on those, but I sold them before I got out of the parking lot. I wasn't even in the car, and actually the person I sold them to has bought several things from me, and she lived around the corner from where I was, so I just dropped them off for her, and she Venmoed me, and we were um, you know, that was my sweet deal, I guess, for the day. But I just wanted to show this to you because, you know, it tells you on here and you can see, you know, because this is 2021. This is October of 2021, and it's good for 2 years. So I'll be able to use these, you know, in no time and possibly get some other deals. I looked and I missed some that they had the other day. I mean, people just got in there real quickly, and there's a lot of resellers in this area. So I'm sure, you know, if they've gotten hooked onto this, you know, they try to grab those up when they can. Thought I'd go through real quickly and show you at least a few of the things that I got today. 2 days of yard sales that were great in a row is awesome. We wore slap out by the time that we got home. And we still have things to do around here. You know, life goes on. So let me show you a few things. And if I can remember the prices on things, a lot of it was bundle prices. You know, I just threw some things in there and they put so much, you know, together for so much. But I didn't spend a whole lot. But I like these older jars to use in my kitchen. But these actually will sell. This is one of the older vintage metal ones. And you can, a lot of times you can take those numbers on the bottom and you can figure out about how old something is. Not always, but a lot of times. There was a lady that had several of these, and these were brand new in package, Ulta. And so that will probably end up with my granddaughter. I haven't looked to see, you know, how much it was going to go for on eBay or anything like that, because I intended to give that to her. I found Tweety Bird. He looks to be, or she, I think it's a she, right? Looks to be in pretty good shape. Found that. What else we get? I usually will try to lot these up. I only found a single one, but these sell pretty well, actually. The little vintage ones. Now this, you know, is a newer one, but it's not new. So I'll probably just kind of put it off to the side, see if I can find some more. I'm not going to drag all of these out, but suffice it to say that I ended up with about, how many did I end up with? I'm thinking there was probably about 15 G.I. Joes, various ages, but mostly 90s. And then the Barbies were anywhere from, I think the oldest one I found was like mid-80s, something like that. There might have been a few that was a little bit older. I didn't have like the 60s or anything like that. But these were $1 a piece, and then she ended up, you know, throwing some other stuff in. So it was less than $1 a piece on these. But we've got a yard sale coming up, and usually have a lot of kids to come through with their parents and stuff, and especially this time of the year, because yeah, she's in good shape. There's I wish I was in that good a shape. I think there's a couple of, you know, not authentic Barbies, let's put it that way, like dollar store Barbies and stuff in here too, but most of these are authentic. They might need some hairdos and, you know, stuff like that, but I figured I'd put them out at my yard sale and see what I could get for them first, and then go from there. And of course there's some, let's see, most of these are dressed. I'll probably actually, frankly, I'll take the outfits off and just sell just the doll itself. And if that can fly, then that's what's going to happen. And I'll just be selling these clothes, depending on the age of them, in lots. So that's probably what I'll do with those. But anyway, I'll play with the Barbies enough. Let's go on to something else. I'm so tired. This is a few things here. I found a bag. I think I gave $1 for this, if I remember right. It looks to be in pretty good shape, but it's actually marked Disney. Let's see if we can find it. See, there's Disney. Sequins are in good shape, all but this one. I think that's the only one that's missing. Is it appears that one might be, well, no, that one's a little loose. I'll probably glue some of these back on and just reveal that, but that should sell. That's some of the accessories that I grabbed, you know, that were with the G.I. Joes. I try to pick up the blow mold style lights, even if they're newer. These tend to sell pretty well, actually, and especially like for gardens and things like that. Marjorie is a real fan. My little 2-year-old granddaughter that lives with me is a real fan of Minnie Mouse. So guess what she's getting in with her Christmas or Valentine's. I may do that for Valentine's. Wouldn't that be cute? What a great idea. But it's one of the emoji ones. Kate Spade, the lady told me that she bought this at the Kate Spade store up in New York. So I do know where this one came from. I already knew that it was authentic. Or it appeared to be. And it's in good shape. Inside, I won't unzip it because I'm one-handed here. I don't have my GoPro on, but it's very clean inside. It's got a little here and there on the rough edges, but for the most part, it's in real good shape. So I was excited to see that. I gave $2 for that, even though she knew how much she paid for it. How wild is that? Here's a few little things. I found some metal biplanes, little propeller planes. There's 2 of those. Here's the other one. What does that say? John American. I don't know. Made in China, but those are cute. And my daughter upstairs in the main house, she has a hallway on each end of the house and a stairwell on each end of the house. And one of the areas is like where the children, the big children, have their bathroom, their bedrooms, a little bitty, tiny like closet that is a craft room type of thing. But all down that hall, she has done like travel things. She's put maps on the wall and, you know, different stuff like that. And she's kind of working on that. So we may end up hanging those from the ceiling or something. I thought that might be cool. But I gave $1 a piece for those. Got several of these. And you just have to ignore the prices because that isn't what they charged me on them. But this one's cross-stitch pillowcases. Those are hand done. This one. Pretty. I love the old linens. A lot of people do, actually. And then I got this pack. This is for me for 50 cents. So I can always use something like that. And I've got a holder that does fit on. I found this bag of marbles. Hoorah. Got one shooter in there that I see readily. I think that's the only shooter that's in there. There's a few of these that are just like the decorative rocks, like these little flat ones or whatever, but that's okay. I'll probably put those in a junk drawer actually, because they don't actually sell, but marbles always sell. I got $2 for that. And let's see, last bag here. And this isn't all that we found. This is just all that I'll show in this section of the video, or I'll show the rest in another video or whatever, because I don't want it to be too long. But I found a Jimmy Choo wallet, and again, I won't open it, but it's nice and clean inside, and it looks like it either it hasn't been used or it was maybe used once or twice, so that's in good shape. Found a little bit more of the unused OPI. It says Heartbreaker nail polish, and that'll go to my granddaughter, so I'll put that off to the side so I don't lose it. Another Ulta. She's gonna be all fancy. She's 13, so it's time for her to have her own ideas about things, but usually I do pretty well figuring it out. I do not do shoes. I do not like to do shoes, but sometimes at $1 a pair, you just gotta do the shoes. So those are Converse. They look to be in pretty good shape. That's kind of it's a brown, but it's got kind of a purpley undertone on those. But that didn't look too bad. What is it? So, I think I looked at these. I don't remember what size they were. Camera person is not taking care of business here, is she? Anyway, they're big. Not like huge, but big. It's not kid ones, in other words. Another pair of shoes. I got a pair of Vans. Like these. And again, they look good on the bottom. That's those. And got a couple, I think 2 of these. I may have just ended up with one, but one of the Goosebumps. It'll consistently sell and stuff like that. I think I just got one, yeah. This is new in package. It's hard to pass up new in package, you know, because especially with the yard sale coming up, a lot of times people want stuff like that. Retail price was $23.96 on there. And I can't remember if I don't remember if I looked this one up or not. I don't remember with it being sealed. I just went on and grabbed it. But I'm going to try. I don't know. I won't guarantee that it'll be on this video, but I'm going to try and start doing some screenshots of either things that I've sold or things that have recently sold on some of these. So you may see that in these. I don't know. We'll see. Vera Bradley, the little wristlet, pretty much sells. I mean, it has been used. You can tell it's been used, but it's just not awful. You know, it's pretty clean. And let's see what else I have down in here. I love the little miniatures. I've got somebody I think that follows my store because she's bought a couple of different things. And I can't remember what this one would be. I don't know. I don't keep up with all that stuff because I don't have to. I have the internet. That one. And then this one here. And this is the, what's this one? The Live Your Life. Yeah. I can't always tell through my camera, and then when I pull it down, I put you way down here somewhere, something crazy. So I try to hold it where you can see it. I get involved sometimes in my mission and I forget what I'm doing. So that's that one, and it's about, it's at least half full. It's like 2/3 full. It smells good too. Do I have one more? Yeah. And then I found one little Mary Kay item. The Baked Eye Trio. Can't remember if I looked that up. Let's see. Earthbound. Terra Natural. Or Naturel. Or whatever. Don't try and slaughter somebody's language, Rhonda. So that's Mary Kay at Play. So we'll see how much that is. And if I figure out how to do all the screenshots and all that stuff, I'll stick that in there too. So that was a pretty good little bit of stuff. I'm happy. Happy junkin'.